The world outside Spring Budâ's small cottage nestled deep within Willow Creek Valley was draped in the velvet darkness of a new spring night inside. The only light came from the warm, flickering glow of the hearth where a single log slowly surrendered to embers. Spring Bud, a little girl whose bright eyes usually mirrored the lively streams outside, felt an unusual quiet settle over her. She lay tucked beneath a quilt stitched with constellations of wildflowers, listening to the rhythmic chirping of crickets through her open window. A gentle breeze, carrying the sweet scent of unfurling lilacs and damp earth, whispered promises of the season. Yet a tiny seed of restless wonder took root in her heart. What dreams might bloom on such a fragrant, starlit night? As the fire's glow softened further, painting dancing shadows on the rough-hewn walls, Spring Bud's gaze drifted towards the window. Suddenly, a flicker of light, soft and green gold, danced just beyond the pane. Then another, and another, until a constellation of tiny living lanterns drifted through the garden. Fireflies. Their silent, mesmerizing ballet captivated her. She watched, utterly still, as they wove intricate patterns in the inky air, their gentle luminescence seeming to pulse in time with her own slowing heartbeat. The sight filled her with a profound sense of peace and a deep, wordless yearning to understand their silent, sparkling language. Lulled by the hypnotic dance of the fireflies and the comforting sigh of the wind in the ancient willow tree beside the cottage, Spring Budâ's eyelids grew heavy. The boundaries between her waking wonder and the world of sleep dissolved like mist under morning sun. She felt herself drifting, not into darkness, but into a soft, shimmering radiance. When her eyes fluttered open again, she found herself standing not in her familiar room, but in the heart of an impossibly luminous forest. Giant moonflowers glowed softly on vines that climbed towering trees with silver bark, and the air itself hummed with a gentle, golden light. It felt like stepping inside a captured piece of twilight. Before her stood the most extraordinary creature Spring Bud had ever imagined. It wasn't an animal, nor quite a person, but a luminous being woven entirely from strands of living light, shimmering with the soft greens and golds of the fireflies. She'd watched its form shifted gently, like a candle flame in a still room, and its presence radiated a profound warmth and ancient kindness. Welcome, little Spring Bud, it murmured, its voice a chorus of rustling leaves and distant chimes. You have found the Glade of First Dreams. I am Lumina, keeper of the seeds of wonder. The being extended a hand of pure light, inviting but not demanding. Lumina led Spring Bud deeper into the radiant glade. They walked paths paved with luminous pebbles that glowed beneath their feet, past streams that flowed with liquid moonlight, and under canopies of leaves that shimmered like stained glass. As they walked, Lumina spoke softly, not with words of instruction, but with stories woven from light. Stories about the courage of the first crocus pushing through snow, the patient strength of roots delving deep into the earth, the silent joy of a raindrop joining a river. Each story felt like a warm ember settling into Spring Bud's heart, illuminating corners she hadn't known existed, filling her with a sense of belonging to something vast and beautiful. In the very center of the glade stood an ancient, majestic tree unlike any other. Its trunk seemed carved from solidified moonlight, and its branches reached endlessly upwards, cradling countless stars in their embrace. But instead of leaves, the tree bore thousands upon thousands of softly glowing buds, each one pulsing with a unique, gentle light: pale blue, rose pink, sunshine yellow, lavender. Lumina gently touched Spring Bud's shoulder. These are the dream buds, little one. Every first true dream, every spark of pure wonder felt by a child, blossoms here as a bud. Your own first dream is stirring now. Feel it? Spring Bud placed a small hand on her chest, feeling a warm, fluttering light growing within her, mirroring the buds above. As Spring Bud gazed in awe at the dream tree, feeling her own inner light resonate with its countless buds, the shimmering world around her began to gently dissolve. The radiant glow softened, the luminous trees faded into mist, and Lumina's warm presence receded like a cherished memory. Remember? Lumina's voice echoed softly, a fading chime on the breeze. Kindness is your light, wonder is your guide. Carry this glade within you always. Then Spring Bud felt the soft pressure of her familiar quilt and heard the comforting crackle of the hearth's last embers. She was back in her little bed, the scent of lilac still sweet on the air. Dawn painted the sky in streaks of rose and gold, spilling soft light into Spring Bud's room. She blinked, the memory of the Glade of First Dreams vivid and warm within her rising. She padded to the window. The fireflies were gone, replaced by dew-kissed grass sparkling like scattered diamonds, but the world looked utterly transformed. She saw the vibrant green not just as color, but as life singing. She heard the birdsong not just as noise, but as pure, unbridled joy. The ordinary garden held extraordinary secrets. The sunlight felt like a gentle embrace. Spring Bud knew, deep in her newly awakened heart, that Lumina's light wasn't just a dream. It was a lens through which she would see the magic hidden in every leaf, every stone, every breath of wind. Forevermore she smiled, knowing her first dream had truly blossomed, filling her world with an everlasting glow.